All right, hello, citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Nigel here once again. So, this video is going to be a little different than normal. Tomorrow is the PlayStation State of Play. It was just announced. I believe today that we were getting a State of Play. A lot of people had speculated that we were going to, but now it looks like we're actually going to be getting an official State of Play for tomorrow. And I don't know about you, but I am pretty excited. For a few different reasons, but what we're going to do is I have five predictions for what we may end up seeing in the state of play, and we're going to go through them and kind of talk about them a little bit. The only omission from this list is info about Wolverine, the upcoming Marvel Wolverine game, for a couple reasons. For starters, A, because I already did a discussion video last week about it, so I kind of talked about it there. If you haven't already, go check out that video. But also B, because it felt like it was kind of a given. Not that that's a bad thing. In fact, that's probably the main thing that I and probably a lot of you guys are looking forward to most when it comes to this state of play. Is a potential Wolverine announcement, and at least a look at some gameplay. Some people have gotten play early, said it plays really relatively well, and I guess kind of in a way, this is kind of a brief recap of things. It was put on the back burner for a little bit. We had things had kind of gone radio silent. I imagine most likely because of the Insomniac leaks. A lot of data got leaked from Insomniac, so that probably put things on ice for the time being. But yeah, so hopefully tomorrow we do see more when it comes to the Wolverine game, and I am hype. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first prediction, this one admittedly is also kind of obvious and kind of a given, is that we're probably more than likely going to get a lot of trailers for some stuff that was already announced. We're probably gonna have another trailer for the Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight video game that's coming out. We're probably gonna get a potential trailer for Marvel's Hokon, or at least another trailer. Of course, it was the last state of play where Marvel's Hokon was announced and pretty much set the fighting game world on fire. And I know Maximilian Dude was super hype about it. But we'll probably see more on that, and probably some other stuff that had been announced. They have the new Ghosts of game that was announced as well. So we're probably gonna see stuff when it comes to that. So I imagine that's going to take up the majority of the state of play. The next thing, number two on this list, is a potential first look at the possible upcoming God of War Egypt game. So, it's been rumored the past couple days that the next God of War game is going to delve into Egypt and Egyptian mythology. He slash like culture stuff like that. At course, previously we had seen stuff like uh Greek mythology for God of War, and then Norse mythology for Ragnarok. So now heading towards Egypt. Uh, so well, I imagine if we don't get something uh in regards to that tomorrow, we'll probably get it at some point, if that is indeed the direction for the next God of War game, which would be interesting to see. I would like to see how they would pull that off. But I guess this is probably I don't know if this is the best time to mention it, but I don't know if I'll get another opportunity. I have never been a God of War game. I tried the original on PS2. This was before I accidentally broke my PS2. And then I have God of War on the PS4, but it's I haven't beaten it. Mainly because I kind of suck at it. But if we do get new info on the God of War Egyptian game, the God of War Egypt type game, if that is the route they're going, it's going to be very interesting to see. He kind of a first look when it comes to that. The third prediction I have here, this is where we get into the bold territory. There's some kind of obvious ones, and I kind of play it safe for those first two. Numbers 3 through 5, when it comes to these predictions I have listed out here, are really some curveballs, some stuff that Is it gonna happen? Probably not. But it would be a massive surprise, and if any of these happen, you heard it here first. The third prediction I have is that there's going to be an Astrobot 2. Now, I have Astrobot on the PS5. It actually came bundled with my PS5. I have yet to beat it, but I'm predicting that we might get the announcement of a second Astrobot game. Which, if they did indeed announce Astrobot 2, that would probably be awesome. I haven't been the first one yet. I'm still working through it. Very, very, very fun game. Hey, although also having a second Astrobot game, I don't think would make too many people upset. I think a lot of people would be pretty excited, pretty hype. If they do announce an Astrobot 2. But I'm predicting that we might get an Astrobot 2, or perhaps something Astrobot related. That sure would be something. The next prediction is that, all right, I guess number 4 on the list of predictions is that we're going to get a new Ratchet and Clank game. The last Ratchet and Clank game we got was Rift Apart, which came out back in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, and so it's been a little bit, but the main reason I kind of predicted, first of all, I'm kind of on a Ratchet and Clank kick after finishing Ratchet and Clank 3. A review coming out later on today, and or technically it'll be later on today for you guys, tomorrow for me because I'm recording this Tuesday night. But yeah, so Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart came out in 2021, and we haven't had a Ratchet and Clank game since, but we might get a new one. And the reason I kind of lean towards that is because Insomniac has been posting a bit more like Ratchet and Clank style memes and everything, or kind of stuff related to Ratchet and Clank on their social medias. As now that could be me totally reading into it a little too much, but part of me kind of thinks maybe they're teasing at something. And but if we do get another Ratchet and Clank game, it would be interesting to see the direction they go. When it comes to Rift Apart, they kind of went back to their old timeline, and kind of leaving the PS4 Ratchet and Clank game kinda in its own little bubble. While meanwhile returning Ratchet and Clank to the established timeline, that being the games all the way through into the Nexus. But I do wonder if and when we will get a new Ratchet and Clank game. Admittedly, this one I don't think is gonna happen. Do I think it'll happen in the next couple years? Probably. But if anything, I'd probably predict that they'll have a new Ratchet and Clank closer to if and when they release the PlayStation 6, which apparently they're rumored to do so. Relatively soon. We're coming up on that 7 year mark. And it was crazy that someone pointed out, and that was the first time I had noticed that uh the PlayStation consoles come out in like increments of 7, and at least for the most part, because it was the gap between like PS4, PS5, where people really noticed it. So, it's gonna be interesting to see if they do another Ratchet and Clank for the PS5, or if they decide to wait it out until the PS6. My money is probably on the latter, but we'll see if the former is true. But this is a big one. Admittedly, this last one is, well, really, all of this is speculation, if I'm being honest. But this one especially, and this one I've already kind of conditioned myself, especially with events like these, like the State of Play or even like the Nintendo Direct. I've conditioned myself to not expect stuff like this to happen, but once in a blue moon, it does, and that we're gonna get a returning franchise. As now, 2025, we have seen a couple of franchises return, or like we got a new Skate. We're getting a new Bubsy and a new Bubsy collection, which is absolutely insane to think that Bubsy of all people made a comeback, like not just with Bubsy 4D, but with the collection as well, which includes Bubsy 3D. Bold move to re-release Bubsy 3D, but with Bubsy making a comeback, with Donkey Kong in a way making a comeback, heck, the sky's the limit, and we'll see if PlayStation follows suit. Hell, even Gex made a comeback. Heck, they have the Gex collection on Steam, and I might pick it up, might do some gameplay for it. I'm not sure, but I'm predicting we might get a returning franchise. There's a couple things that kind of allude to that is similar to Ratchet and Clank. Also, Insomniac has been posting about Spyro the Dragon, and of course, Insomniac were the original creators of Spyro the Dragon. They gave up the license for the Ratchet and Clank IP, so to see them post about that is interesting. That made some people raise some eyebrows. We might get a new Spyro. We might get a new Crash, especially since it hasn't been that long since the last Crash game, which I believe, not including Crash on the Run, was Crash Team Rumble. We might get it's something totally out of left field, like a new Sly Cooper, which would be insane. We're probably not. I know a lot of people who I kind of see on Reddit. A lot of people talk about it. We're probably not going to get another Jack and Daxter. Now, don't get me wrong. Would a new Jack and Daxter be absolutely hype? Hell yeah! Like, would I love a new Jack and Daxter? Absolutely. Also, kind of again, another sort of weird how my brain works. I'm recording the audio here on Audacity, and one of the kind of lines when it comes to my audio recording kind of looks like an airplane. There was actually two of them. Anyway, a small weird detour aside. But would it be cool if we got a new Jack and Daxter game? Absolutely. Do I think they're going to do one? I don't think so. It's been quite a while that the Jack and Daxter IP has been dormant, and people had been hoping and praying for his return ever since. But sadly, I don't think we're getting a new Jack and Daxter. Or again, would it be cool if we did? Absolutely. Like, would I be super hyped if we did? Absolutely. Do I think it's gonna happen? Not really, but I could be wrong. I'm sure the state of play is going to have some surprises. Compared to like Nintendo Direct, where there was like next to nothing. Like where like the biggest new surprise was if you're not counting the new Resident Evil, the biggest surprise was the return of the freaking Virtual Boy. But yeah, so I'm hoping for big things. I'm hoping for some big surprises at the state of play. Do I think all of these are going to come true? All these predictions that we have laid out here are going to come true? Probably not. Do I think even most of them are going to come true? Probably not. But, am I excited nevertheless? Yeah. And honestly, if we just get the gameplay for Wolverine, or at least like a trailer or something in regards to Wolverine, I would be happy with that. Everything else is pretty much just a bonus, but at least for me personally. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this discussion video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor: like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, turn on those post notifications so you know every time I upload a video, so you never miss an upload. And let me know in the comment section below: are you excited for the state of play, and what type of stuff do you want to see within the state of play? And put your predictions to it in the comment section down below. I'd love to read your guys' predictions on what you guys think is going to happen. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace.